Captain Mike Giannetti. Number 81, Captain Dave Diamato. Number 43, Andy Falenga. Number 68, Brian Shea. Number 88, Keith Parker. Number 40, Matt Sinessi. Number 20, John Hurst. Number 77, Ken Branley. Number 78, Captain Kevin Finnerty. Number 35, Jonathan April. Number 23, Young Tran. Number 83, Rob Perkins. Number 61, Joe Delaney. Number 19, Jim O'Donnell. Number 39, Ryan Clancy. Number 55, Eric Hilt. Number 51, Mick Maroney. The officials for today's game.
Who's going to do the talking for Tewksbury?
John Salmon.
Could you step over here, please? Come over right here.
Joe Panucci.
Okay, you're the visiting team. Why don't you shake hands and introduce yourself?
John Wilcox. And Jim Mello.
Number right there, that mark right there, that hash mark, please. Just at that hash mark. Thank you. Back up. Okay, gentlemen, you're the visitors. We're going to do the call. We're going to throw it in the air. We got a tail on the head. Call it in the air. Tails is called. Tails it is. We have won the toss. Want the ball. Okay, which end would you like to defend? Put your backs to that end. You put your backs to this end. All right, Tewksbury has won the toss. Shake hands.
Let's go, kid. Forward out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wilmington High School Wildcat Football. My name is Tom Walsh, and it's my pleasure to be bringing you today's game, the annual Thanksgiving Day Classic between the Redmen of Tewksbury High and our own Wilmington High Wildcats. Okay, we're only moments away from the opening kickoff.
Taking off for Wilmington, number 30, Mike Giannetti. Second team for Wilmington, Tewksbury, number 24, James Stamp. Number 9, Tyler Welch. 22, Mike Fedora.
Okay, all set for Mike Genetti's opening kickoff. Thanksgiving 1998, and the game is on its way. Taken there at about the 11-yard line. Look at this, right off the bat. Tewksbury with a crazy play right off the bat, and the Wildcats ready for it. And there's a flag on the play. There's a flag down at about the 11-yard line, but the Wildcats were not duped by that anyhow. So let's see what happens. That was very interesting. Tewksbury right out the bat, the opening kickoff. The ball was taken about the 11-yard line, and then the whole Tewksbury team went into a huddle. And we have a penalty on Tewksbury, and I think it was an illegal pass. So, right out the bat, Tewksbury trying to get something started, but it backfired on them, and the penalty brings it all the way back to the 5-yard line, where we first and 10 for Tewksbury from their own 5. Okay, number 7 is Tom Sullivan, and he pitches, and the ball carry gets tackled in the backfield by Eric Banda. That was Hamilton, number 25. He is their go-to guy. He's the one who will do the lion's share of the running today. Eric Hamilton, number 25. He's been their main man all year. He's got 7 touchdowns, I believe, for the year, and he's their leading scorer. So right off the bat, Eric Banda right in on Hamilton.
2nd and 10.
Okay, Sullivan back to pass. He's in his own end zone, throws it out there, and it's caught for a first down. Nearly intercepted, but caught there in Diamato on the tackle. Okay, that was Stamp on the reception. Sullivan passing from his own end zone, and he gets it all the way out to about the 29 of Tewksbury. First down for Tewksbury. The man in motion coming right at us. And the handoff, and the ball carrier gets a couple maybe. Dave Diamato, number 81, in on the tackle. That was Nickerson on the carry. 8:30 left in the first quarter here. We got Thanksgiving 1998. Now Tewksbury has 2 men to the near side and a man split to the far side. Single back, set back, and Sullivan lets it out again, and it's overthrown, nearly intercepted there by Jonathan April. That was intended for Brad Wagstaff, number 2, and that ball was thrown behind Wagstaff and April, for that matter. So we have a 3rd down and 8. The ball is just over the 30-yard line at the 31. Let's see if Sullivan goes to the air again. Again, they have receivers split to both sides. They got a single back behind Sullivan. Now there's a man in motion. Sullivan again back to pass, drops it out to the flat, and he's got a man there. It's Wagstaff, number 2, and he gets the first down. He gets it up to about the 45 of Tewksbury. Another first down, so Tewksbury's passing game is working so far. Sullivan being very accurate on his passes. Ball is just over the 45. First down for Tewksbury, 7:55 left in the first quarter. No score between Tewksbury and Wilmington. Okay, now they line up in the I behind Sullivan. Handoff goes to Hamilton. There's a flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the call is here. There's a hold against Tewksbury. That'll bring the ball back to about the 35 or so. They're going to mark it at the 34. Okay, big penalty there against Tewksbury. Now they have a first down and 20. Okay, first down and 20 from the 34 of Tewksbury. Again, man in motion coming at us. Again, Sullivan going back to pass. He throws out to the left side. He's got Wagstaff again. And he's taken down at about the 40.
Completion number 2. Wagstaff.
That'll bring up a second down and about 14. 6-yard pass completion. Again, we have men split to this side. And now Sullivan's in the shotgun, and he runs it himself. And he's got running room around this side. And finally taken down at about midfield.
Okay, by number 7, Tom Sullivan. That one away by number 52, Joe Lyle.
So another about 5-yard pickup. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 from right at the 50-yard line. .6:54 showing on the scoreboard clock in this first quarter. No score here between Tewksbury and Wilmington. Okay, big play here. 3rd down and 5 for Tewksbury. Sullivan again with the pitch. Now there's a reverse, a double reverse, and they're going to throw the ball out the flat man all by himself. And he's brought down, double reverse, and then a pass. And number 30, Mike Giannetti, brings him down at about the 5-yard line of Wilmington. Big, huge pass play all the way down to the 5-yard line. Double reverse, and then the running back threw the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line it goes. Mark Morris, number 81, was the on the reception. First and goal from the 5. 6:43 now showing on the scoreboard clock. And that Morris was wide open. Wide open, and they brought it all the way down to the 5-yard line where it's first and goal. Handoff goes to Hamilton, and he gets wrecked inside the 5. The fumble on the play. Wilmington recovers! Big turnover! Big turnover! Hamilton got rocked at the 5 and coughed the ball up. And Wilmington recovers the ball at about their own 2 or 3 yard line. I don't know who hit Eric Hamilton, but he just coughed that baby right up. And now the Wildcats save almost a sure scoring, well, definitely a scoring opportunity, almost a short touchdown by Tewksbury. So with 6:23 to go in the quarter, first quarter, we have no score here. But Tewksbury, after a great opening drive, which saw them overcome some adversity, I think that might have been Brian Shea that was on the recovery. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Cats. And the important thing for them now is to make sure they don't turn the ball over here. Mangala picks up short yardage. He might have got a yard out of that, so it's 2nd down and 9. Mangala comes out of the play. Giannetti in with the play. Mangala comes out of the game, and Giannetti comes in to replace him with the play from the bench. 5:50 showing on the scoreboard clock. No score here between Tewksbury and Wilmington. Thanksgiving, 1998. Josh Hiltz is the quarterback for the Cats. And now the ball is handed off, and there's a mix-up in the backfield, and Wildcats looking a little disorganized back there. Nearly gave the ball up. On the handoff, the ball popped straight up in the air, and luckily the ball carrier came down with it and actually picked up a yard or 2. So it's 3rd down and 6 from about the 6-yard line. And we have a few light sprinkles coming down right now. We are going to get some rain for sure today. We just don't know when and how much. So right now it's not a factor. Okay, there's a pitch to Mangella, and he gets caught, and is it in the backfield? And now what happened? Now it's a touchdown, or it's a safety, I believe. Mangella got tackled in the backfield for a safety. So it's a safety for Tewksbury. I'm not exactly sure how that exactly happened, but Mangella did get caught in the backfield for a safety, I believe. Or are they calling this a touchdown? They only call it a touchdown. Fumble recovery. Oh boy, I thought it was a safety, but it's a touchdown. So I thought they had him tackled back in there, but the ball was fumbled in the end zone. And Tewksbury gets on the board first at 4:53. And here's the point after attempt. Is up, and it is good. So with 4:53 left in the first quarter, score is Tewksbury 7 and Wilmington nothing. I don't know who recovered that fumble for Tewksbury, but I think it was Mangella who got tackled in the end zone. At first it looked like he just got tackled and for a safety, but he fumbled the ball, and it was dropped on by Tewksbury for a touchdown. So at 4:53 of the first quarter, Tewksbury goes on top. Fumble recovery. So after dodging a bullet, Wildcats dodged a big bullet by recovering a fumble by Tewksbury at the Wilmington 2 or 3 yard line, but Wildcats looked pretty shaky while they were down there. They were deep in their own territory. So now the Redmen go up top 7-0 here at 4:53 of the first quarter. And as the kickoff, and it's taken there by Diamato. And David gets away from one man, still going, and finally brought down at about the 20, I believe.
Wildcats take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Light sprinkles coming down right now. Not too much to worry about. Okay, the ball is marked at the 20, so it's 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20. And the ball carrier doesn't get much, trying the right side.
Ball carried by number 30, Mike Genetti.
Okay, Bobby French comes into the game, number 33. And Genetti comes out. 4 minutes left in the first quarter here. 7-0, Tewksbury over Wilmington. Handoff goes to Banda. No, it's French. No, it is Banda, number 44.
Tackle on the play by number 4, Brian Tesla.
And Eric picks up a couple. Gets it up about the 24. Wilmington's got to get it up to the 30-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 6. Okay, we got Genetti and Banda in the backfield behind Hiltz. Hiltz lets one go, and it's just over the head of Andy Falanga, who would have had a nice long run there if they hooked up, but just over the head of, over the outstretched fingertips of Andy Falanga. And that'll bring up a 4th and 6, and the Wildcats will have to punt. Okay, Genetti back to punt.
Number 9, Tyler Welch, number 32, Mike Pedro.
High snap, but Mike gets it off. It's a high punt, taken at about the 43 or so, and then number 9 is taken down. That's Tyler Welch taken down after a very short return. But Tewksbury has good field position. The ball is at the 42 or 43. It's called the 43 of Tewksbury. First down for Tewksbury at their own 43. 3:13 left in the first quarter. It's 7-0. Tewksbury over Wilmington. Welch goes in motion. Handoff, and that's Hamilton, I think. And he gets nothing. Well, that was Nickerson on the carry. Very little gain, if anything. Well, he might have got a yard out of that. So it's a second down and 9. .240 in the first quarter left with the clock ticking down. Sullivan back to pass. He's got time. He throws it. It's intercepted by Banda. Banda brings it up to about the 44 or so of Tewksbury. So a big interception there by the Cats. And Eric Banda from his linebacker spot picked off that pass by Sullivan. Now see if the Wildcats can do something. The first time they were deep in their own territory. They were really in a hole back there. They just couldn't seem to get started. But now they got a first and 10 from the Tewksbury 43-yard line. Hiltz back to pass, and he's going to be brought down. Big play by Tewksbury, number 33, Carlson. Hiltz rolled out to his right looking for a receiver, and Carlson was right in on top of him. That's a big loss. Loss of about 7 or 8. Now there's a flag on the play. I don't know what one of the officials back there threw a flag.
Yeah, real late flag.
I think it's going to be a bench penalty against Tewksbury for some reason. It's a flag, but no penalty. That's interesting. Okay. So the ball is marked at the Wilmington 45. Got this second down and about 17.
Second down, about 17.
Hiltz again back to pass. Throws it out there, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Diamato. Diamato is double and triple teamed. And Hiltz got racked on that play. Under 2 minutes left in the quarter. About 1:55 on the scoreboard clock. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington. Adam DePasquale leads his team up to the line of scrimmage. Flanga, number 43, splits to the near side. We have Mangala and Banda. Again, Hiltz back to pass. He's looking, throwing, and it's incomplete. I don't know who that was intended for. Maybe, I guess Diamato. If it was overthrown. And looked like he got a man open over here on the left flat. But goes incomplete, and the Cats look like they're going to have to punt again. Okay, there's a punt, and it's a line driver, and finally taken by Welch there, and he's taken down by the Wildcats. Couldn't get his momentum going. He's going to be brought down. They're going to mark it at the 15. So that's where Tewksbury will take over. First and 10 at their own 15. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington.
First and 10 on our own 15.
And the handoff, and the ball carrier tries the left side and taken down there by Jonathan April. That was Hamilton on the carry.
Hamilton, back on the play by number 35, Jonathan April.
And we have a flag on the play. It's a penalty against Tewksbury.
Flag on that play. Against the Redmond.
It's a hold again against Tewksbury. That's going to bring it down to about the 6 or 7. Minute 33 left in the quarter. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington.
Ball's on our 6-7 yard line. First and 20.
Again, Sullivan back to pass. He throws out the flat, left flat, and the ball. There's lots of Wilmington defenders there, so he doesn't get much.
First pass complete to number 33, Ryan Carlson.
And there's another flag on the play down at the 5 yard line.
Number 78, Kevin Kennedy.
Flag down on that last play.
And they're conferring with Wilmington, so I'm pretty sure it's against Tewksbury. Another hold against Tewksbury.
Holding against Tewksbury.
They'll go half the distance to the goal line. They'll bring it down to about the 1.
Back to the 1 yard line.
Back to the 2 yard line. First and 23.
First and 23.
So last time Tewksbury was in this deep hole, they got out of it by a good pass by Sullivan. And now they're in a really deep hole down to their 1 or 2 yard line. Hamilton goes in motion. Sullivan hands off, and the ball carrier tries the middle, but picks up a yard or 2 maybe. Ryan Shea in on the stop, along with Kenny Bramley. Okay, we got under 30 seconds left in the quarter. Down to 20 seconds now left in the first quarter.
Second and 20.
Okay, 1 setback behind Sullivan. If he goes to the air again, he does. He's looking left, looking left, and throws out there, and it's incomplete. And boy, it looked like there was another hold back there in the end zone, but no flag. And let's see if they call a quarter. That might be the quarter. And that's the end of the quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, the score is Tewksbury 7 and Wilmington 0. And that quarter featured a very good drive by Tewksbury, opening drive. A big, huge pass play on a sort of a trick play, double reverse, and then a throw, a pass down to Morris, and he brought it way down deep into the Wilmington territory, down about the 5 or so, and then Wildcats dodged a bullet momentarily because Tewksbury fumbled the ball, but the Wildcats, deep in their own territory, coughed the ball up. So, and then they consequently fumbled the ball, and Tewksbury recovered the ball in the Wilmington end zone for a touchdown. And that was with 4:53 left to go in the quarter. The extra point attempt was good, and that's where we stand right now, 7-0. Tewksbury over Wilmington. Okay, we're all set for the second quarter. The ball is on about the 7 or 8 yard line. They got to get out to the 25, so it's about 2nd and 15 for Tewksbury. So far, that passing attack has been very effective. Again, Sullivan back to pass, and he's looking, he throws it out there, and he's got his man wide open, and down at the 50-yard line. And it's caught there by number 9. It's Welch. And again, Sullivan playing it cool back there and having the time to throw. He's had plenty of time back there to throw the ball. And threw a beautiful pass to Welch, who gathered it in and nearly broke it for a touchdown. Got it all the way down to the 49 of Wilmington. And again, Tewksbury digs themselves out of a big hole. 1st and 10 from their own 49. And handoff, another double handoff. And this time the ball carrier cuts back inside, but it's caught there by Banda and Kevin Finnerty. Pick up about a yard or so, 2 yards maybe. Gets it into Wilmington territory. We call it 2nd down and 8 at the Wilmington 49.
Stamp was the ball carrier. Stamp. 2nd down and 8. Ball's on the Wilmington 49.
Okay, handoff goes to Hamilton. He tries the right side. He tackled there by Banda. Good hit there by Banda. Brings him right down.
Ball carrier number 25, Eric Hamilton. Tackle on the play by number 44, Eric Banda.
Loss in the play, so it's a ball spotted at the Tewksbury 49 now, so a loss of 2. It's 3rd down and 10. Sullivan's been very good on the pass plays, and he's back again. Again, he's got all kinds of time. Now he's being rushed. Now he's going to be dumped, sacked. There's Banda in on the sack. Well, that brings up a 4th down, and the ball is at the Tewksbury 44. Okay, Dave Diamato's back at his own 25-yard line to receive this punt from Tom Sullivan. High snap, but Sullivan brings it in, gets it off a line driver, and Diamato is going to let it go. And it's down at the 21-yard line of Wilmington. And here's a picture, good look of our great Wilmington High band. Okay, they spotted at the 22, so it's 1st down for the Cats from their own 22. 7:27 left in the first half. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington.
21.
Handoff goes to Banda. He breaks it. And now it's picked up. Now they say it's down. Banda gets the 1st down. Down to about the 34 or so. It's a 1st down for the Cats. Seven minutes left in the first half. 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington. Thanksgiving Day, 1998.
34.
And handoff goes to Banda again. He tries the left side, and he gets down to about the 40-yard line. Eric Banda running hard. Okay, Flanga brings the play in from the bench. Okay, the ball is spotted at the 39 of Wilmington. 2nd down and 6 for the Cats. Hiltz keeps the ball, and he falls forward, gets a couple, falls over the 40-yard line.
Carry the play by number 11, Josh Hiltz. Tackle by number 4, Brian Kessler.
Ball's on there, 41, 34.
Okay, 3rd down and 4 for the Cats at their own 41-yard line. Handoff goes to Banda. He breaks it loose. Wow, Banda pulls his way forward, and the baby bull gets it all the way down into Tewksbury territory. The bull just rammed his way over right tackle. Got it down into Tewksbury territory, down to the Tewksbury 43, looks like, around there. First down for the Cats with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. And it's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington. Thanksgiving Day, 1998. 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff goes to Giannetti, and he picks up a couple.
Ball carried by number 30, Mike Giannetti. Tackle on the play. Number 67, Mike Kessler. Number 38, Jack Burns.
Okay, Mangala comes in. Falanga goes out. 4:45 left in the half. 2nd down and 7. And the ball carrier doesn't get much.
Ball carried by number 44, Eric Banda.
The ball is inside the 40-yard line of Tewksbury, around about the 38. And it's 3rd down and about 6 or so. Big play here for the Cats. 3rd down and about 5 or 6 for the first. And Banda works his way around the left side, it's taken down, doesn't get the first down.
44, Eric Banda.
Well, let's see what the Cats do here. We got 3:40 left in the half, and they've got about 5 yards. He only picked up about a yard on that thing, so it's 4th and 5. And Mangala brings the play in from the bench.
4th down and about 5.
Okay, the ball is at the Tewksbury 38.
On the Redmond 38. 4th and 5.
Hiltz runs with it, tries to get outside. He's being chased down, and he did not get it, I don't think. No, he's going to be well short of it.
Number 11, Josh Hiltz. Tackled by number 33, Ryan Carlson.
Hiltz tried fake the handoff and tried running around the right side, but he was pursued and chased down by 2 Tewksbury defenders. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 34 or so, just shy of the 35-yard line of Tewksbury. So that was a big play for the Cats, and they needed that to keep the drive going. Didn't happen. 1st and 10 for Tewksbury from their own 35. Ball carrier goes right up the gut. That's Hamilton, I believe. Taken down there by Giannetti and Brandley.
Carried by number 25, Eric Hamilton. Tackled by number 77, Ken Brandley.
Pick up of about 4, so it's 2nd down and 6 from about the Tewksbury 39. There's a pitch to Hamilton, I believe, and he gets tackled and thrown for a loss.
Ball carried by number 25, Eric Hamilton. Tackle on the play by number 30, Mike Giannetti.
Giannetti tracked him down. approaching the 2-minute warning for the half. And I guess that's it. So 2-minute warning. And with 2 minutes left to go in the first half, the score is Tewksbury 7 and Wilmington nothing. The only score has been a fumble recovery by Tewksbury in the Wilmington end zone. The extra point was good, and that's been the scoring so far. Hamilton with the fake, and they dropped. The ball was dropped. Boy, that was a nice play. Number 2, Wagstaff, dropped the pass. Sullivan put it right in there. Made a nice fake, and Wagstaff just plain dropped it. So that'll bring up a 4th down. We have Pat Heffernan, number 1, and Dave Diamato, number 81, back to receive this punt from Sullivan. Another high snap. And this is a bad punt, very high. Look up, boys. Oh, it takes a Tewksbury bounce, though. Ball was just about straight up in the air, but when it hit the ground, it took a Tewksbury bounce. And it's down at the 36 of Wilmington. So the Cats have just under 2 minutes to play, to do something here in the first half. 1:57 is showing on the scoreboard clock. 7-0, Tewksbury over Wilmington. And everybody said it was going to be a close game, and it's been very, very tight so far. Tewksbury's been moving the ball well in the air. Wildcats again have been stopping them on the ground. Okay, Hiltz looking. He's got a man out there, and it's caught there by Diamato. Diamato picks up about 7 or 8. It's going to be spotted at the Wilmington 43 or 44. Clock is running with 1:24 left in the half now. And ball carry doesn't get much. And with timeout called, charge to the Wildcats with 1:16 showing on the clock. 7-0, Tewksbury over Wilmington. And let's see if the Cats have something in their bag of tricks to surprise the Redmen here. Wilmington comes into this game with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses, and Tewksbury with a record of 2 wins and 7 losses. But as they say, you can throw the records right out the window when it comes to Thanksgiving. Tewksbury beat Drake and Haverhill, but they lost to Lowell by one point, and they lost to Methuen by 6-0. So they're a tough team. Okay, Hiltz keeps the ball again. Now he pitches it out to Minghella, and Minghella gets into Tewksbury territory. Down to about the 44 or 45 of Tewksbury. So it's a first down, 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 44 of Tewksbury. Hiltz rolls out, looking, throwing the bomb. Got a man out there. Oh, just dropped. Slanga was the intended receiver, and he was well covered, but the ball was nicely thrown. The ball was right there. Slanga had a chance at it, but he was covered by 2 Tewksbury defenders pretty well. So that stops the clock with 1:07 left in the half. 2nd down and 10. Andy Flanga had a nice pass reception from Josh Hiltz during the year. Almost had another one right there. Okay, Hiltz with the handoff to Mingella. Mingella looking for a running room, and he's brought down for a loss. Another timeout called by the Wildcats. We have under a minute to go in the half. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington on this Thanksgiving Day game. Thanksgiving Day, 1998. And both these teams really have some young players. Of course, the Wildcats have, their quarterback is only a sophomore, Josh Hiltz, and their senior running back is Giannetti, but they have Mingella, who's a junior, and Banda, who's a junior. They're going to be back next year, and then they have some real promising sophomores, running backs, and Bobby French, and Mark Jepson, and just a whole slew of other very talented players coming up next year. And of course, Josh Hiltz will have this year of very valuable experience behind him. He's got the tools, he just needs the experience. Okay, big third down play here, 3rd down and 10 for Wilmington. Hiltz rolling, and wow, he pitched the ball and it came right straight up back to him. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Hiltz was looking to pitch the ball back, but you could see that that wasn't going to gain much ground, but he tried it anyhow, and then the ball was tipped and straight up in the air it went, and Hiltz was lucky to bring it down himself. So we have another timeout with 41 seconds showing on the clock, and a 4th down and 11 now. There was a loss in that play. So Tewksbury playing very, very tough defense. Banda has been able to break off a couple of pretty good runs, but other than that, Wilmington hasn't been able to penetrate the Tewksbury defense. And Tewksbury has had some good luck in the passing department. Okay, we got a 4th down. We have Giannetti back to punt. I believe that's Welch who's back to receive the punt. Giannetti lets a boomer go, and Welch just lets this one go, and let's see if they're going to down. This is going to be down at about the 5. Dave Diamato downs it right there. Mike Giannetti, another great punt like he has been doing all year long. Dave has just had a great year in punting and kickoffs. Been a big asset to the Wildcats all year. So Tewksbury will take over at their own 5 with 29 seconds showing on the clock. 1st and 10 from their 5. And they have the lead, 7-0. This looks like they're going to be playing a little safe here from and a handoff, and wow, look at this, right up the middle, and ball carrier rips off big yardage. That should never happen. That was Hamilton. That's the first time he's broken loose. He got a 15-yard gain that time. 1st down, and again, timeout is called with 22 seconds showing on the clock, but the ball is right at the 20-yard line. Now Tewksbury has men split out to the far side, and Sullivan's in the shotgun. Man in motion coming at us, and he's pitching out, and that's going nowhere. Number 35, Jonathan April, on the hit, and we have a downed Tewksbury player. He's number 67 or 87 down on the field. He's hurt on that play. I didn't catch what happened to him, but he's down on the field right at about the 20-yard line. That might be Mike Deschler, so the 67. Mike Deschler is a senior co-captain. And our guy, Billy Martin, our trainer, is helping the Tewksbury trainer. And they're looking at his arm, but he's popped right up. So that was 67, Deschler, and he popped right back up again. So he looks like he'll be ready to play again. He's got to sit out. Now they say that's the half, so that's interesting. Okay, so the half ends with the score: Tewksbury 7, Wilmington nothing, and the lone score was a fumble recovery in the end zone by Tewksbury. Tewksbury recovered the ball in the Wilmington end zone, and that was in the first quarter. At 4:53 of the first quarter, the point after was good, and that's been the scoring so far: 7-0, Tewksbury over Wilmington. Hey, fabulous job done again by the Wilmington High School Marching Band. Score at halftime is Tewksbury 7, Wilmington nothing. We'll be back with second half action in just a few seconds. Well, the second half taken there by D'Amato at about his own 15. And David gets a nice run back all the way up over the 35-yard line.
The Wilmington 37-yard line with the Mets will take over first and 10.
He spot that at the 37, so it's a first and 10 for the Cats from their own 37. 7-0. Tewksbury over Wilmington here at the opening minute of the second half.
First and 10, Wilmington.
Okay, we got Banda and Janetti behind Hiltz. Handoff goes to Banda. Banda plows his way forward. There goes Eric Banda! Oh my gosh, he fumbled the ball. Banda made a great run and then he coughed the ball up. So an ominous start for the Wildcats starting in the second half. Banda made a great run. About a 10 or 12-yard run, and then he coughed the ball up, and Tewksbury recovered the ball at the Wilmington 49, and we have a downed Tewksbury player. That's number 35, Eric Gath. He's back up. Big turnover here right off the bat. First and 10 for Tewksbury at the Wilmington 49.
Ball's on the Wilmington 49.
Sullivan hands off, and the ball carrier gets about 2 or 3. I think that was Hamilton. Opening minute here, the second half, 7-0. Tewksbury over Wilmington on Thanksgiving Day, 1998.
Second and 6. Second and 7.
Pick up of about 3, so it's second down and 7 from the 46. Sullivan with the handoff, and ball carrier, let's see, gets stopped at the 45 of Wilmington. It was Hamilton on the carry. Third down and about 5. Okay, let's see if Tewksbury goes to the air again. Sullivan, like I said, has been very successful in his passing game. And he throws one, got his man there, it's dropped. Ball was a little bit low, but certainly catchable. It was intended for John Takich. So that'll bring up a fourth down. Okay, D'Amato back to receive Sullivan's punt. Another high snap. Nearly goes over his head, but he gets it, and it's going to bounce, and D'Amato falls on it all the way back to the 5-yard line. So now the Cats are deep in their own territory. One of the aspects of the kicking game that the Wildcats have had is not being able to bring those punts back. And I know that's something that the coaching staff worked on hard, but that time D'Amato let it go, and he downed it on his own 5. So it's first and 10 from the 5. Hiltz right up the middle, gets a block from Adam DePasquale.
Foul kicker, number 11, George Tilt.
And Josh gives himself a little running room, gives his team a little running room, picks up about 9. Or 8 or 9, let's call it second down and 2. Ball's at the 13-yard line of Wilmington.
Second and 2.
Hand off to Giannetti, and he gets the first down.
Foul kicker by number 30, Mike Giannetti. Sack on the play by number 35, Eric Gaff.
First down at the about the 19 or so. Okay, Heffernan comes out, and Mangala comes in with the play.
First and 10 on their 9.
Mangala splits to the far side. We have Banda and Giannetti behind Hiltz. As the pitch goes to Giannetti, and he gets a good run. Close to first down.
Foul kicker number 30, Mike Giannetti. Sack on the play by number 58, 55, Sean Penny, and number 38, Jack Burns.
Okay, that ball. Giannetti gets the ball up to the 31 to 32 of Wilmington, where it's another first down. Cats running hard with the ball here in the second half.
32.
Again, the handoff goes to Banda, and he gets up over the 35-yard line.
Sack up by number 55, Sean Penny, and number 76, Jim Legato.
Spotted at the 36.
It's Penny and Lagakis in the tackle. Penny and Lagakis. Second down and 5.
Okay, this time Mangala splits to the near side. Second and 5. Handoff goes to Banda. Right over the middle again goes Eric Banda. Finally taken down for a nice gain. Good blocking by the Wilmington line. Gets it up close to the midfield spot, and it's another first down. Cats are moving the ball well on the ground here. In the first half, they had a lot of difficulty. They're doing a good job opening holes for the running backs, and Banda and Giannetti a gobble of big chunks of real estate. This time Heffernan splits to the near side. First and 10 from the Wildcat 49. Handoff inside, handoff, and I think that was Giannetti gets about 3. Gets it into Tewksbury territory. And spotted at the 49-yard line of Tewksbury. .5:20 left in the third quarter. It's 7-0 Tewksbury over Wilmington. Thanksgiving 1998. This time Diamato and Mangala split to the near side. Second down and 8. And ball carrier breaks away. There goes Banda again. Banda gets big yardage. The baby bull breaks loose. And Eric's excited. And timeout is called, charged to Tewksbury. So the Wildcats with a nice drive here with exactly 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 7-0 Tewksbury, but the Wildcats are on the move. This second half didn't start off very well for the Cats as they fumbled the ball. And Tewksbury couldn't do much, and they punted all the way down to the 5-yard line where Wilmington took over. But now they've gone from the 5-yard line to the Tewksbury 35-yard line, where they're going to have a first down. First and 10 from the Tewksbury 35. And we have exactly 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 7-0 game. It's real close, and it's been a struggle. It's been a classic Wilmington Tewksbury Thanksgiving Day game. Close, and anything can happen. I should mention, I see Andy Falanga down there in that yellow coat. He got hurt in the first half. Okay, we got a man split to the far side. There's a pitch to Giannetti, and Michael picks up about 5 more yards. Okay, Giannetti gets it right down to the 30-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 5. Again, Mangella brings the play in from the sideline. .420 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock is running. Mangella splits to the near side. Banda and Giannetti in the backfield behind Josh Hiltz. Josh, the handoff to Banda. He bursts his way up there and he picks up a couple. Larry Dingle, number 60, on the stop for Tewksbury. The ball's at the Tewksbury 27. 3rd down. 3rd down and a long 3. Heffernan is split, and there's a pitch, and Giannetti trying to get away and breaks. Mike Giannetti just breaking tackles, but I think he's going to be short of the 1st down. Let's see where they mark this thing. They're going to call for a measurement, but I think he's a little bit short. I can't see where they marked the ball, to tell you the truth. Hopefully, Chris Cassidy will get a good shot of where this ball is spotted. And this is Chris Cassidy's last game, too. He's a senior. And I want to thank Chris for his great help in Wildcat football over the years. And it's a 1st down. Son of a gun. That was a great run by Mike Giannetti. Terrific 2nd effort by Michael. He just worked his tail off. Looked like he was going to be caught in the backfield, but he broke a tackle and he managed to get the 1st down. Wow, it's inside the 25. At just inside the 25 at the 24. Must have got it by a nose, but back to Chris. He's just been a tremendous help to Wildcat football. He's a real fan of Wildcat football, and this is his last football game at Wilmington High School. So good luck to Chris in his career. I know he'll have a great career. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 25. And out goes to Banda. Banda goes over right tackle. Banda bowls his way forward. Wildcat just keeping his ball on the ground, and they're having great success against Tewksbury. Now the ball is at the 15-yard line. And very short for about a yard to go for a 1st. Hiltz with a handoff to Giannetti. Giannetti breaks over tackle. Giannetti down and in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Terrific run by Mike Giannetti. Holy moly. Terrific run by Mike Giannetti. And great blocking up front for him. And now Giannetti with the all-important extra point attempt. At 2:20, Mike Giannetti breaks it in from 15 yards out. Wildcats get on the board. Be interesting what they do here. They're going to go for 2. They're going for 2. Okay, they got Diamato in the backfield. Handoff goes to Giannetti. He's in! He's in for the 2-point conversion. Wildcats go up by a point. Wow, what a terrific effort by Mike Giannetti. Gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And this place is erupting here. Wildcat fans are just going crazy. Terrific drive by the Wildcats. At 2:17, Wildcats go ahead. 8-7. Wow, what a ball game we got going here, folks. Thanksgiving 1998. And the place is rocking. It's really rocking. Third quarter score at 2:17 left in the third quarter. A 15-yard run by Giannetti and a 2-point conversion run by Giannetti. Okay, and Mike Giannetti will be kicking off. So a gutsy call by the Wildcats to go for the 2-point conversion, and it worked. .217 left in the third quarter. Just a terrific drive by the Wildcats. Eric Banda did a lot of tough, hard running in that play, in that drive, as long with Mike Giannetti. Mike Giannetti made a terrific run to get a first down. Now I see another player shaking up for the Wildcats. It's Hubby on the bench. They're talking to him. I hope he's all right. Okay, here's a kickoff, and it's a squibbler. Taken down. The ball carrier falls down. It's Tewksbury's ball carrier. And it's going to be... Ball was swatted about the 31 of Steve Bagley, a sophomore running back for Wilmington. Man in motion going away from us. Sullivan back to pass. He's being rushed, and he gets away and makes a pretty good run out of it, and finally taken out of bounds, but they had him dead to rights in the backfield and let him get away. And I think he got close to the first down. If not, see where they marked this thing. I spotted, but that was a terrific run by Sullivan. Tom Sullivan looked like he was dead in the backfield there, and eluded all of those Wilmington would-be tacklers, and he actually picked up the first down, so he gets the ball up to his own 42-yard line, 41-yard line. First down for Tewksbury, and we have a whistle and flags all over the place. Illegal procedure against Tewksbury. Oh, that'll cost him 5 yards. So now they have first and 15. From about the 37. Wow, what a great drive that was by the Wildcats. And this game is 8-7 now. Wilmington over Tewksbury. Okay, they got Wagstaff split to the near side. Sullivan back to pass. He's looking this way, and it's batted down and nearly intercepted. Big paw of, I think it was Kenny Brandley, stuck up there and batted that ball down from Sullivan. Sullivan's pass, he was looking right at us, and I think the pass was intended for Wagstaff, and I believe it was Kenny Brandley just stuck his big bear paw up there and knocked that baby down. I'll bring up a second down and 15 on the pass incompletion. Again, Wagstaff splits to the near side, and we got another man split to the far side. Sullivan's under center. He hands off, and the ball carrier gets dumped. Bend is back there, and I think Jim Finley was also in on the tackle. So that'll bring up a third down in third down, and it was a loss of 2, so third down is 17. Jim Finley was in on the tackle. Ball is at the 36, looks like. And see, Tewksbury, definitely a passing play here. And Sullivan back to pass, lets it go, it's intercepted! Intercepted by Wilmington. Jonathan April on the interception. Picked his pocket clean. That time, Jonathan April was zooming in on Tom Sullivan's eyes, and he picked his pocket clean. Nice going, Jonathan. Jonathan's had a great year in the defensive backfield for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats have the ball at the Tewksbury 40-yard line. 1st and 10 with 1:07 left in the third quarter. Okay, Diamato's in the backfield now. Handoff goes to Giannetti. Giannetti follows those big blockers and goes straight ahead. Michael Giannetti just playing his heart out. Michael scored the touchdown and scored the 2-point conversion to put the Cats ahead 8-7. Now we have a little mix-up here. I don't know what's going on. Now we have to call a timeout. Wilmington had to call a timeout because somebody was not available. But I think because, I don't know, Hubby is out. Hubby is on the bench. Russ Hubby is down there on the bench. You can see him. He's got an ice pack on his neck. And also, Billy Martin is attending to O'Donnell, see what the problem is there with Jimmy O'Donnell. Something's going on there. So Jimmy is hobbled. You see he's limping there, but so now, to tell you the truth, I don't know who has gone in to replace Hubby. But he's on the bench. And we also lost Flanga. Andy Flanga got hurt in the first half. Okay, so we got a second down and about 6. Ball's at the 36 of Tewksbury. 37 seconds showing on the scoreboard clock left here in the third quarter. 8-7. Wilmington over Tewksbury. Again, Diamato joins Banda and Giannetti in the backfield. There's a pitch to, that's Mangala. Oh, boy. Matty had a head of steam going there and just got tripped up in the backfield. Okay, Mangala comes out and Giannetti goes back in. Clock is winding down. Getting close to the end of the third quarter here. It's 10 seconds showing on the clock. Big play again here for the Cats. And we have a whistle, and I think that's the end of the quarter. There's no time showing on the scoreboard clock. The Wilmington Sons of Italy clock shows no time left in the third quarter. And after 3 quarters of play, the Cats are ahead 8-7. See, I still don't know who has replaced Russ Hubby. Might be Camerata, I'm not sure. And now Mike Giannetti's having, looks like an equipment problem with his helmet. And he's asking for somebody for a piece that goes onto the face mask there, and trainer Bill Martin is going to look at it. And Mike finds another helmet. So after 3 quarters of play, we've done 3 quarters here, and the score is Wilmington 8, Tewksbury 7, and just a classic Tewksbury-Wilmington Thanksgiving Day game. 1998, November 26, 1998. And we got 1 quarter of play left in this game. Wildcats have the ball at the Tewksbury 35-yard line, 34-yard, just inside the 35. And they have a 3rd down and 4. Big play here for the Cats. Again, Diamato's in the backfield. Hiltz keeps the ball and falls forward. Did he get it? Boy, this is close. This is going to be very close. I don't think they didn't give him a very good spot. And that's going to be 4th down, I think. 4th and inches. Ball is just short of the 1st down. It's just, they got to get over the 30-yard line. Just got to get over that stripe. 4th and 1, big play here. Handoff goes to Giannetti. He gets it. He gets the 1st down. And Eric Hiltz is letting everybody know that's a 1st down, and a big one it was. Mike Giannetti gets it inside the 30-yard line down to the 29. And that's a 1st down for the Cats. Clock is running with 9:15 left in the game. Wilmington 8, Tewksbury 7. Thanksgiving 1998. Okay, again, Diamato joins Banda, and Mangello gets the pitch. Mangello tries to go around the left side. He cuts inside for about a 5-yard gain. I think it might be number 53, Jim Finley is in there replacing Russ Hubby. Okay, 2nd down and 5. The ball is just over the 25 of Tewksbury. Again, the Wildcats having a tremendous 2nd half here. Been doing a good job on the ground against Tewksbury. Jay and Banda with Diamato. Handoff goes to Giannetti. Giannetti goes over right tackle and picks up about 3 or 4 more. Looks like he had a pretty nice hole there momentarily, but it closed up pretty rapidly. They spot this thing at about the 21. It's be 3rd down and 2. Okay, under 8 minutes now. Mangello comes in. Giannetti comes out. Pete Pasquale leads his team up there. I see Russ Hubby is back in the game. 3rd down and 2, another big play. Then Tewksbury is all bundled up at the line of scrimmage, and forward goes Hiltze. And let's see what they do, where they mark this thing. This will be a big 1st down if he got it. It's a 1st down. Big 1st down run by Josh Hiltz. And the ball is inside the 20 at about the 19. And we have 7 minutes left in the ball game. Score is Wilmington 8, Tewksbury 7. Wildcats with another good drive going on here, and it's really eating up the clock. Handoff goes to Giannetti. Giannetti falls forward for about 3. Giannetti just short of the 15, down to the 16. Pickup of about 2, so it's 2nd down and 8. Again, Diamato staying right in the backfield. And Hiltz keeps the ball, tries the left side, trying to get away from 1 man, but he gets taken down. Couldn't get away from that 1 man. I think that was Tyler Welch on the tackle. And Hiltz just couldn't get away from him, and Welch did a good job of bringing him down. So the Wildcats have been going right up the middle, and finally they tried one going around the left side. And Tewksbury was stopped them, and that's a loss on the play. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Ball is back on the 18 or 19. Big play here again. Now we got to call another timeout while they try and sort this out. So this is a very important play, so they had to take a timeout. With 5:31 left in the game, the score is Wilmington 8, Tewksbury 7. And another big, huge play coming up here for the Cats. What a game, though. It's been, everybody said it was going to be a close game, and everybody was right. Two evenly matched teams. Both teams have a lot of youngsters, and I think both teams are going to have really good teams next year. Like I said, Tewksbury had a record of 2-7, but they had some tough losses, and some games that they could have won very easily. They could have won just as easily as losing them. But they have a young team, and they're going to have a lot of their skilled players back next year, as will Wilmington. Right now, the Cats have a big play, 3rd down and about 9. A long 9. Ball is spotted at the 19-yard line, 18-yard line. 5.5 minutes left in this game. Okay, so Cats took a timeout to talk it over. And if they have a special play, this is probably going to be it right here. And they have 2 men split to the near side.
30-10.
Hiltz at the handoff, and boy, it doesn't get anything. I think the handoff goes to Giannetti, and he gets belted. So that'll bring up a 4th down. Giannetti picked up about 3. It's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
4th and 7. The Wildcats.
Well, the ball is just short of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ball's on the 16-yard line.
Score is 8-7 Wilmington. The scoreboard clock shows 5 minutes exactly showing on the clock. Hiltz trying the right side, looking, got it! Touchdown! Touchdown Wilmington! That's David D'Amato, the go-to guy. The head man strikes again. 15-yard scoring strike. Between 16-yard scoring strike between Josh Hiltz and Dave D'Amato. Wow, great play. Oh, terrific. 4:30 left showing on the scoreboard clock. And a 16-yard scoring strike between Josh Hiltz and Dave D'Amato. What a pretty little play that was. And those two have hooked up many times during the course of the season. And here we go. It's going to be run by Heffernan, but he gets stopped. So the extra point conversion is no good. So, but the big thing is here is 4:45 showing on the scoreboard clock, and Wilmington has a 14-7 lead. Actually, that blocked, fumbled extra point attempt was a big one because Tewksbury can come back, and if they get a touchdown, they can win the game with a 2-point conversion. But right now, let's just be happy we have a 14-7 lead. Just a terrific drive by the Wildcats. 16-yard pass between Hiltz and D'Amato.
32 left to go. Number 25, Eric Hamilton. And number 33, Ryan Carlson.
Okay, it comes down to this now. Can the Wildcats hold Tewksbury? You know, Tewksbury is going to be firing that ball up in the air. And the point after attempt, that was a big one. Believe me, that Could have given the Wildcats an 8-point lead, but now they have a 7-point lead. Okay, here's the kickoff after that exciting touchdown by Dave Diamato. And it's a squibbler again, and it's going to be taken by one of the backmen there, and he's taken down at about the 25-yard line. So the Wildcats not taking any chances on these kickoffs, are not kicking it deep. Don't want to take any chances of it being run back for a touchdown. And they got it spotted right at the 25-yard line. So the Tewksbury will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25. 4:37 showing on the clock. And Tewksbury has 2 men split to the near side and 1 to the far side. Sullivan back to pass, looking, goes over to the flat. Oh my gosh, is it intercepted? It is! Marley, you gotta be kidding me, yes! Big play, intercepted in the flat. Wow! That time, now they've intercepted Sullivan twice. And big, huge interception. I don't know who it was, but thank you. And they get it. Let's see, the ball is spotted at the 23 or so of Tewksbury. 4.5 minutes showing on the scoreboard clock. Wilmington ahead, 14-7. Huge turnover. We'll see if the Wildcats can run some time off this clock. Hiltz nearly gets tackled in the backfield before he hands it off. I mean, Tewksbury was coming on like gangbusters. Tewksbury just putting everybody up in the line of scrimmage, just figuring that Wilmington doesn't dare to pass the ball. So they came in like gangbusters in on Hiltz, and he did well to hand that ball off. 2-yard pickup. The ball is just short of the 20-yard line. Clock is running. We now have 4 minutes left in the game. 14-7, Wilmington over Tewksbury. Heffernan splits to the near side.
2nd and 7. 2nd and 8.
Hiltz with the pitch to Giannetti, and he gets taken down. And Eric Band is hobbling there. And we see if we're gonna, there's a whistle, and there's a timeout charged to Tewksbury. Tewksbury calls a timeout. Take a look there. We see Band is hobbling a little bit. He's limping a little bit. But the scoreboard clock shows 3:34 left in the game. Wildcats have a 14-7 lead. More importantly right now is that they have the ball back after that interception. And I don't know who made the interception. I got a little bit excited myself, and I couldn't see who it was. But Wildcats have a 3rd down and 8 from about the 21 of Tewksbury. And they'll try to take off as much time off that clock as possible. That was a big interception. Tom Sullivan, the quarterback for Tewksbury, threw out in the flat, and our guys were right there. It looked like there was 2 Wilmington guys right there, and they just picked him clean. The guy who intercepted it fell down, so he couldn't go any further, but that was a big play for the Wildcats. If they can get a 1st down here, that will make it that much more difficult for Tewksbury to come back. But they got about 3rd down and 8 or long 9. Look like about 3rd down and 9 from about the 21 or 22.
3rd and 8.
Oh boy. Bandit took off early. That'll cost 5 yards. I think that's the first penalty against the Wildcats. It's been a very good game, clean game as far as the penalties go. And that's the first mental mistake the Wildcats have made, and Eric just took off early. Well, now it's third and about 13 or 14. Ball's at about the 28. And they got to get down to the at the 13.
Ball's on the 28-yard line. Third and 14.
Hiltz keeps the ball, running with it and taken down. Just hold on to the ball is all that Josh Hiltz was doing in that case. So now it's going to bring up a 4th down, and we got another timeout, I believe. Tewksbury calls another timeout. They're going to have to use their timeouts here. And 3:26 showing on the scoreboard clock with the Wildcats ahead 14-7. And they just don't want to make any mistakes here. It looks like Tewksbury will get the ball back. The Wildcats, with that penalty, have about 14 yards to go for a 1st down. Ball is at about the 20, about the 27 or 28. Looks like about the 28, and they got to get down to the 14. So it is 4th down and 14. Classic game here between Tewksbury and Wilmington. Okay, it'll be very interesting to see what the Wildcats do in this situation. The ball's at about the 28 of Tewksbury. Hiltz back to pass, looking, throwing. Incomplete pass intended for Diamato, and that would have been really something if he got it just barely out of his reach. Actually, it was there, and Dave, I don't know if it got tipped away, but Dave just couldn't bring it in. And now the ball gets turned over to Tewksbury, and they have 3 minutes and 17 seconds to do something. And this could come right down to the wire for sure. Ball is at the 27 of Tewksbury.
1st and 10 on our 27.
Sullivan back to pass. Looking, he's got a big sack! Sacked by Kevin Finnerty. Kevin Finnerty with a big, huge sack. That's the first time I think they've gotten to Sullivan. Sullivan just taking too much time that time, and the ball is at about the 20. About a 7-yard sack.
Ball's on our 21. 2nd and 16.
Okay, Sullivan's going to have to be forced to go to the air again. He's looking, lets the bomb go. Oh, nearly intercepted. Holy moly. I think that was Jonathan April again. He cut right in front of the receiver, would-be receiver, and knocked it away, but he nearly picked that off, or probably would have run that baby in if he had kept his footing and if he had caught it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 19. Okay, Tewksbury has men split, 2 men to this side, 1 to the other side, and single setback behind Sullivan. Sullivan again back to pass. He's looking left, and thrown left, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down. That time he was way off on that pass. It was not even close on that one. So that'll bring up a 4th down, and let's see, they got to get up to about the 37. This is the play of the game right here, folks. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game, according to the scoreboard clock. And they got a 4th down and about 19. Sullivan's in the shotgun. being run down. He's going to be tackled. Yes, sacked. Big, huge play there. Wildcats will take over. Wildcats will take over at the Tewksbury 14 or 15. Tom Sullivan dropped back, couldn't find a receiver to throw to, and he got sacked. Looked like, I think Brian Shea was in on him. Here's Brian right there, and Wildcats happy, real happy. And the ball is spotted right at the 15-yard line, just inside the 15. 2:29 showing on the scoreboard clock. Okay, wow, that was a huge play, and Tewksbury just couldn't do anything in that series, a desperation series. They tried some passes, didn't work. Hiltz with the handoff to Giannetti. Michael plows forward, and they're trying to strip the ball away from him. He held on to that ball. Look at that, Michael. He held on to that pill. No way you're going to take that thing away from me, baby. Wow. Mike Giannetti just playing his heart out here. His final game as a Wildcat. Clock is running, and we're down to the 2-minute warning. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the game, and the score is Wilmington 14, Tewksbury 7. Just a tremendous game here, and it's been close and it's been fun, hugely enjoyable so far.
2nd and 5 on a 10.
Okay, 2nd down and 5 from about the 10-yard line. Hiltz keeps the ball, runs the right side, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. And so far the rain has stayed away, which is we're very thankful for. Even the wind isn't that bad. Josh picks up a couple of yards, and the ball is down about the 8-yard line. Third down and 3. 3rd down and 3. Handoff goes to Giannetti. He plows forward. I think he got it. See where they spot this thing. Michael Giannetti getting up, and they spot it just inside the 5. And they're going to have a measurement. Timeout for a measurement. No, it's a timeout charged to Tewksbury. And it's 1:35 left in the game. 14-7, Wilmington over Tewksbury. We have a 4th down and inches. 4th down and inches. I think that's Bob Henderson and Jack Cushing right there. And you can see how far we got. And there's only 1:35 showing on the clock. And it would sure be a big play if the Wildcats can get a 1st down here. I'd say about maybe 6 or 7 inches is all they need for the 1st. The ball is sitting right at the 5-yard line. See if Hiltz keeps the ball himself. Giannetti plows forward. Down inside the 5. He's got the 1st down for sure. 1st and goal for the Cats at about the 3. 3 of the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Okay, Jimmy O'Donnell, number 19, comes out of the game. And Jimmy got roughed up a little bit in this game, and he's playing his heart out. His last game as a Wildcat. Okay, 1st and goal from about the 3. And now we have a whistle and a flag. They're going to call penalty against the Wildcats. Too much time.
Against the Wildcats.
They called too much delay of game, I think. That's unfortunate. So that brings it back out to about the 8 or 7. And the clock is stopped with 1:05.
Second and goal. 7 or 8.
Handoff goes to Giannetti, tries the left side. Michael plows his way down to the goal line. Just short of the goal line goes Michael Giannetti. And do we have another whistle? Clock is stopped with 57 seconds showing. I believe there's another timeout. I guess it was charged to Tewksbury. I'm not sure. No, there's no timeout. The ball is sitting just short of the goal line. Second down and goal from about the 1. Giannetti plows forward. And no call, so he's short of the touchdown. And we have, the clock is stopped again. I don't know how much time is left. Now they're now the clock is moving. 30 seconds showing on the clock. Now what? We got a whistle. That's it. That's the ball game. Wildcats win. Wildcats win. Wildcats win. Final score, Wilmington 14, Tewksbury 7. Wildcats win. 1998 Thanksgiving Day Classic. Wilmington 14, Tewksbury 7. And pandemonium has struck, folks. Congratulations to the Wilmington Wildcats. It's been a long time. Been many years, and this just, for all these seniors, I'm so happy for them, and congratulations. Terrific victory. Terrific victory, and this says it all. We're showing them down there, just everybody just having a great time. And boy, the turkey is going to taste so much better today. Finally. Since 1991, we've had to wait, but the boys of 98 did it. Wilmington 14, Tewksbury 7. Just a terrific, terrific Thanksgiving Day Classic. Both teams playing their hearts out. But Wilmington just came up big in the second half. Their seniors did it. Giannetti came up. D'Amato and Giannetti. Mike Giannetti was just a force out there today. Incredible. Oh, boy. Okay, so the scoring was 7-0 at the first quarter. Tewksbury went ahead in the game on a fumble recovery in the end zone. At 4:53, they point out that was good. And then in the third quarter, the Wildcats scored on a 15-yard run by Giannetti, and Michael had the 2-point conversion to make it 8-7, and then the Wildcats scored again in the fourth quarter. 4:45 left in the game. 16-yard pass from Josh Hiltz to Dave D'Amato. The point out there was no good, but that made the score 14-7. Wildcats hung on, and Tewksbury tried valiantly, but they couldn't break the Wilmington defense. And we have just a swarm of people out there. It looks like half the town is out on the field congratulating the team. And you have my congratulations, Cats. This has topped off a terrific season for the Cats. They end the year at 8 wins, 3 losses. The biggest one of all, of course, is today. They beat their arch rivals, Tewksbury, and that makes the year a complete success. Congratulations to all the Wildcats and to the fans. It's terrific. They're having a good time in there, and everybody's going to be there singing the Wildcat song. Here's a fight song. And Bob Almeida, Coach Almeida is right in the middle there. He's hugging Mike Giannetti. Mike was instrumental in this contest as when.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Wilmington High School! Wilmington High School! We have got the TEAF. When the boys are on the field, they're really on the TEAF. Do unanimous, fight the highest, give it all your might. Because we are from Wilmington, the fight, the fight, the fight.
Well, that just says it all, folks. I can't say anything to top this picture. Happiness is beating Tewksbury on Thanksgiving, and this is a happy day. Final score, Wilmington Wildcats 14, Tewksbury Redmond 7. Hope you all have a terrific Thanksgiving.